Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, October the 10th, 2025, otherwise known as the 1010 portal. So, how are y'all doing today? I feel a little cheeky. Look at my shirt. It says Resting Witch Face. I love it. It's from Torrid. I get to go to the dark tea at the beautiful tea house in Okotoks with Laura Lee and my sister at noon. I am so excited. So come on in, everybody. I can't contain my excitement. I want to share what the 1010 portal is. So I'm just going to check and make sure that the technology is working. I didn't see it come up on my... Oh, yes, it's streaming. Wonderful. So happy Friday on behalf of myself and the beautiful Eugenia and the team at Joy and Vitality Center. I am so happy to be here today. The 1010 portal. Don't you love harnessing all this beautiful energy? Well, I'm going to share with you what this 1010 portal is. So as you come in, please say hello. Beautiful souls. Today, October the 10th, the 1010 portal is open. A powerful energetic gateway offering a reset, new beginnings, and deep alignment. Here are some themes, tips, and a ritual that you can use to work with this energy. So here are some themes and meanings. The number 10 combines 1 with 0. So 1 is new beginnings and 0 is infinite potential and spiritual flow, and doubled, so 1010 portal, it's amplified. I think that's why I feel like I'm amplified. So it's seen as a day to release old patterns, complete those karmic loops, those cycles, and step into more aligned versions of yourself. A more aligned version of yourself. Oh, look at my cute earrings. They're bats. Aren't they cute? Number 2, expect clarity, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges guiding what's next. So no word of a lie. I'm going to share with you. My brother called me on my cell, and the call kept dropping 8 times. Finally, he said, Julie, can you go call me from the landline? I'm like, okay. So when I called him back, I'm like, Nick, this is not normal. He's like, it's probably mom. And also the symbolism of recognizing that our loved ones in spirit can play games with us to give us nudges that they are there. So be open to that today. Also, here is a ritual to work with the energy. So number 1, let's ground and center ourselves. Just feet flat on the floor. Big deep breath in through the nose and blow it out. Maybe put a hand on your heart. Number 2, reflect. Reflect. Where have you been this year? Not in terms of travel, but where have you been emotionally, spiritually? How have you felt this year? Reflect on what are the lessons that the divine brought for you to learn and grow and heal and expand through. And then release it. So write down what feels complete. What do you want to let go of? And let it go, let it go, let it go. Release them by tearing, writing and burning, folding it, and just throwing it mindfully into the garbage. Number 3, set an intention. What's your intention for these last 3 months of 2025? And maybe what's your word of the year for 2026? Incidentally, last night I got to teach in Soul School in Elevate on the goddess Bridget. While I'm teaching, I heard I need to learn my guides. I need to take up more poetry. And my word of the year is creativity. I'm like, thank you. So I'm open to doing words of the years, you guys. I am going away for 2 weeks, but I will be back November the 1st. And so if you'd like to book your word of the year or your year, a year reading for 2026, a year supportive reading, please reach out, okay? JulianaMello.com. Number 4, what's your affirmation? Say something like, I step forward in trust and light. I release what no longer serves me, and I open to what is aligned with who I am right now. Number 5, meditate, pray, and visualize. Imagine yourself walking through a door into new energy, feeling yourself lighter, clearer, more aligned. This is why I am over the moon that next Saturday I am going to Italy with my son, and we get to walk through the holy door on Sunday in Rome. And when I walk through that door, I'm going to give God gratitude for all of the life that I've had to that point. And I'm going to ask him for more with arms wide open. And I'm going to teach my son to do that too. Number 6, be mindful. Over the day or coming days, stay open to signs, dreams, synchronicities, and inner nudges. You can also pick moments like 10:10, well, we've passed 10:10 this morning, or 10:10 p.m. tonight to pause and reaffirm your intention. So be really mindful. What is your intention moving forward? For me, I want to continue on a path of grief, grace, and gratitude while releasing these last 20 so pounds so that the doctor will fix my hernias. So this is the message for the 1010 portal from my heart to all of you. Today, the 1010 portal opens, a sacred gateway of light, inviting you to align with divine timing and your highest path. The vibration of 10 blends 1, new beginnings, and 0 with infinite potential or God, reminding us that endings are simply doorways to renewal. Endings are doorways to renewal. Allow what is complete to gently fall away. Open your heart to new blessings and opportunities. Trust the divine unfolding on your path. And affirm with me, friends. I walk through this portal with faith and grace. And open your arms. I am ready to receive the light meant for me. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, angels, for that. So I'm feeling a little cheeky today because I'm dressing as a witch. I've got it ready for my sister, and Laura Lee said she was going to gather her costume for our dark tea at the Empress in Okotoks. And I said, angels, what deck shall I bring? And I got the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. This is a very in-depth deck. So I'm going to pull us one card for today to harness this energy of the 1010 portal. And actually, it is this one. I'm feeling strongly guided. It is card number 11. And it says, diving for light. Diving for light. So let me just look it up. I love that. All right. So just tap into that beautiful image. Diving for light from Alana Fairchild. How brave you are. You are diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice, yet you may have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has evoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. I love it because creativity is my word for 2026, which my angels brought last night. Or maybe it was Goddess Bridget because I was teaching on her in Elevate in the School of Light. Oh, there's a little mark on my computer there. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. I love those words. The Oracle of Diving for Light, so there she is again, diving for light, speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationship challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. Boy, you're right on. Thank you, angels. That darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being in a void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on track and right where you need to be. So on the spiral of life, you are right where you're meant to be. And sometimes that's really an interesting truth to ponder, that you are right where you're meant to be, because if we were meant to be somewhere different, we would. Our creative process and our spiritual path grow through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in the seasons of our soul, as well as in the earthly ones. There is an autumn harvest, and there is death inherent in winter, when energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be. Until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand it has purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not an error or through lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is a testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that you are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your inward plunging and to successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That would be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than their faith in your process and the ways of your creative, rebellious, spiritual path that asks us to trust unconditionally. That trust unconditionally is very interesting. Sunny was talking about it again this morning in Soul School. And it's really important to learn to trust, because I know that it has been a big process for me, learning to trust God, trust myself, trust the process of life. So, just take this in with reverence. Now, some people may be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You don't need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. Oh my God, I was just talking to Paulo about this the other night. What other people are walking through, you can support, but you don't need to take it on. Okay? That's a big one. They're free to respond as they wish, and whatever those responses are, they are part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. These are the voices that you may not expect, particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonates with love. These feelings and voices might surprise you with their dark intensity. Holy smokes, angels. They may be feelings of hate, terror, or wanting only to sleep because anything further is just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condescension, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Have you ever heard that within yourself before? Who the hell do you think you are, G? Who the hell do you think you are? And then it plays with your mind. At times like this, you need to go back into your heart and not believe these dark forces. Stay in compassion of self. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We don't have to be frightened by them, nor do we need to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in the darkness. Find light in the darkness. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it is there, and be in your compassionate heart. All you do is need to make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by the darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness? Diving for light, so this is our beautiful card, is a spiritual test and a threshold for all true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. So we get through this by staying in the light of ourself. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkest depths of unknown terrain. This oracle also comes with a special message, so please listen closely. This is a darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. If for no particular reason you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more than usual, unable to rest, or it is just too much effort or exercise, take care of yourself. Then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. It is time to end that now from a place of compassion. The healing process below will empower you for that task. Do not be afraid. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion because you are ready for it. I am. Feel honored by the lesson and stay humbly centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear and remains faithful to love. All will be well. Now, this is a thing. Card 11, diving for light. There are going to be times where the darkness comes. And the darkness serves to teach. Some people call it the dark night of the soul. We all go through them, and they are opportunities to learn and grow, heal and expand those wounds that are deep. I've been there, done that. I am there. Healing through the deaths of both of my parents and the subsequent energies that are surrounding it has been very interesting. This card is deeply resonating for me because I am rebranded as the light within you, officially in the province of Alberta, because I seek the light. And even though I feel like that the darkness is around me in this death. Hi, Christine. Happy Friday, sister. That even though this darkness comes, that I know that the light is always there. And so I'd love to share this healing process. I'm going to share it for all of us. I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now without restraint. Fill me and fill this space. Oh, I'm feeling strongly guided to light a candle right now. Let's light the candle, shall we? To connect to the light. There's our prayer candle, because we are diving for light, friends. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. Touch all beings with your grace. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love, and in this love, no fear can remain. May unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love, or back into the earth as it serves the greatest good. My body, mind, heart, and soul are now completely bathed in and protected by unconditional love. Through my own free will, this is so. So, it says, you may feel some reactions to this work. Fear, anger, or irritation may come up. You may feel an overwhelming need to go and do something that doesn't actually seem that important once you start doing it and could have waited 5 more minutes. You might feel nausea. As I read this to you today, you might have felt very emotional with sadness or grief passing through you. These are all signs that your healing process is working on a darker energy and that the energy is releasing itself from you. Repeat this simple process until you feel clear. You can return to this. I am posting it on my YouTube channel. You can return to this often. Okay? Or you can call me through joyandvitalitycenter.ca or through julianamello.com. Don't be afraid to continue with it as much as needed, especially if you live or work in a toxic environment with a lot of negativity, arguments, anger, or disturbances, and cannot extricate yourself from that environment for a period of time for various reasons. If you feel you need additional help, seek out a reputable shaman or spiritual healer. Again, you can reach out to me or Eugenia or whoever you feel guided to. There is no need to fear or feel burdened by this work. You are being drawn into this experience so that you are ready to experience more light. That is the intention. More light. The light within you that is everywhere, that exists within each of us, that is connected to the light that is God, Goddess, Source, Creator, and each of you. You're being drawn into this experience because you are ready to experience more light. To be ready for that, we must be capable of handling equal darkness. Now is the preparation. Soon the celebration will follow. And so it is. So here again is the card. Card number 11 from Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels. This is what I know for sure. Sacred rage is real. I identified with this card so much because I was one of those humans that thought that it was somehow wrong or bad to be angry, to be hateful. Because I always had to be the good girl. I always had to be pleasing to God. And what the goddesses have taught me is that that part of me, that shadow self, is equally lovable. And that she needs to be healed in order to integrate the truth of who I am, my highest self. That to dive for more light means that I must dissipate the darkness within. I need to embrace that darkness. She's not wrong or bad. She's still loved and lovable. And so is her story, and so is yours. So I will post this card in the comments when I am done. Again, on behalf of Joy and Vitality Center, I humbly invite you to check out the website for all of the beautiful offerings. Come in for a salt cave. Right now, we are in cold and flu season, so if you need supplements, Eugenia's our gal. She always keeps me full of supplements so that I am feeling good. And so please reach out to her. She has so many beautiful offerings and a beautiful new office that hopefully in the new year I get to rent for my quarterly angel card readings in person. And if I can be of service with a word of the year for 2026, I'm booking into November and December because I'll be away for 2 weeks overseas with my beautiful boy. I will be going through the Holy Door in Rome, letting go of 61 years of pain and shame and guilt and whatever unworthiness that I thought that I was, to be open to receiving all of my blessings in the light of God, in one of the holiest places on the earth, to me, the Vatican. And I will be taking prayers. I am visiting Lourdes on this trip. You all know my connection to our Divine Mother Mary. Last year at this time, I was in Medjugorje, and I know the power of prayer. And you better believe this time I am bringing a little vessel to bring home some holy water from those sacred sites. Last time Velvedon said, did you bring home water? Yeah, no, because I only brought on carry-on, and you guys know how that goes. So anyways, if I can bring prayers for you, your family, of course, for our beautiful communities of Joy and Vitality Center. At this time, I want to do a shout out. Sunny Dawn Johnston is coming January the 16th to do a Heal Your Heart Day at the Portuguese community. Eugenia is going to come and support on behalf of Joy and Vitality Center. I'm over the moon. Christine, that is going to be one of our vendors, and we are still working on it, but tickets are available. If you're interested in knowing more, I can receive, it is 111 US dollars, but I can receive the 155 Canadian dollars and send it off to Sunny, okay? So we hope that you will join us for that. And yeah, I wish you many blessings, that you step through your portal of the 1010 energy today. New beginnings, letting go. We're just out of that fiery Aries moon, man. I think that's why I'm so fired up, because September, they brought me through illness and wellness, sitting, being, healing, and boy, have I amped up my clairvoyance and my connection to the divine. With my mom and dad in spirit, my divine team is a team to be reckoned with. And yes, Christine, I cannot wait for us to be together in that space. It is going to be amazing. And I know that your beautiful products are going to help support the energy. I am so excited. And we have a few surprises. I'm not going to tell you guys everything. You have to get your ticket. But it is a Heal Your Heart. And we all need to heal our heart a little bit more. Okay? I know I do. Because I want to be the highest, best version of me. Join me. Okay? JoinVitalityCenter.ca, JulianaMello.com, and Sunny Dawn Johnston is coming in January. So go give her a follow as well. I love you all. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I am off to dark tea with my sister and Lori. If you all want to say happy birthday to my Loralee, one of my very first soul sisters, I am so grateful. She said she's officially an old lady, but she does not look it. She is such a sweet fairy energy. And I'm so happy my sister is coming with me. And we're going to go dress as witches. So be witchy. Oh, look, I'm going to show you guys. Resting witch face. I wish you could see my leggings from Torrid. They're bats, just like my earrings. Anyways, go have fun today, everybody, okay? See you next week. Bye for now.